The Keeper of the Seven Doors. A story that will change your life forever. In a small village called Draymore, nestled among the misty hills and whispering pines of the Pacific Northwest, people live as if they are under a spell. No one dares to dream big. They have long believed that their lives are cursed. To change your fate, you must pass through the 7 stone doors of the Garlok Forest, the elders would say. But no one ever returns. Ori, an orphan boy who makes a living by odd jobs, is the only one who dares to look at the forest not with fear, but with longing. One night, when all the houses are closed and silent, Ori sets out. No one sees him. He carries only a bag of dry bread, a dull knife, and a dream bigger than his fear. The Garlok Forest is not as scary as the stories say, but it is silent. Ori walked for 3 days and 3 nights before he reached the first door, a large boulder blocking the way. Beside it, a fat man lay dozing, yawning. "Rest, leave tomorrow." What's the rush? Ori almost sat down, but then memories flooded back. Missed jobs, wasted opportunities, all because of delay. He looked the gatekeeper straight in the eye and said softly, "Today is the only day that really exists." The door shuddered. It opened. Behind it stood a radiant woman in gold holding a goblet of wine. "Enjoy. Party. Live in the moment. Tomorrow is a legend." Ori almost gave up. But he remembered the hunger he felt from his reckless spending. He put down the goblet. "I will live well, so that tomorrow I can walk again." A wind blew. The second door opened. A few miles ahead, a creature wearing a dragon mask stopped him, hissing, "You will fail. Everyone will laugh at you. You are not enough." Ori trembled, but he took a step. "If I don't try, I will lose." Thunder roared. The ground parted into a path. Then Ori wandered into a time maze, day and night merging, directions disappearing. There was no screaming, but the chaos itself slowly wore him down. Ori built a small shelter, rationed bread, marked it to keep track of time, and trained himself to a daily rhythm. Morning, walk, noon, study, night, rest. A new path appeared as if to reward his discipline. At the 5th door, a blind old man stopped him. "You already know enough. What's the use of studying more?" Ori said nothing. He bent down and picked up an unfamiliar stone. "As long as there are things I don't know, I must continue to learn." The wind blew, the door opened. Then 3 familiar faces appeared, old friends from the village. They smiled, holding out their hands. "Come back. It's easier here. No need to fight." Ori's heart ached, but he shook his head. "I love you, but I can't go back to who I was." The door opened like a farewell to his past, and then, at the last door, he saw a ragged child sobbing, screaming about injustice, blaming fate, his parents, the sky. Ori was speechless. That was him, as a child, angry, lost. Ori sat next to the boy, saying nothing. He just held him for a long time. Then he stood up and said softly, "When you're done crying, let's go." The last door didn't open, but Ori didn't wait. He unhooked the hinges, unbolted the door. He pushed it open himself. Behind the door, there was no treasure, just a clear lake. Ori looked down at the water. He looked back at himself, stronger, clearer, his heart no longer doubting. By the lake, an old stone was engraved with the words, "There is no curse, only habit repeated too long." Ori smiled. He didn't come back to brag. He came back to tell the story, to those who still believed they were cursed, to say, anyone can walk, anyone can overcome, as long as they start and don't stop. A message to you, a journey, a symbol, a lesson. There are no cursed forests. There are no haunted streams. There are only ourselves, bound by our deeply ingrained habits. And the magic begins when you begin. begin today.